I found one of the hardest things to deal with when it comes to Furby has been trying to get his mouth put together. Now, you've already gotten him apart. You're going to understand that there's going to be a little mechanism that has a hook that grabs onto this little, pink piece of plastic. This pink piece of plastic is then going to wind up driving the lower lip. The red piece here is the tongue, which is going to depress this switch in here every time you try to feed him, and the upper lip is pretty much just free floating on this pin, and everything sandwiches it back together again. Now, I find it easiest that if you put this pink piece of plastic back in place and then work the circuit board, through the wider area. I'm pretty sure that's how it was designed to go together. So I'm going to show you, or try to show you, how I'm going to put the Furby's face back together. So our first step, well, would be to screw it down, but, this is a pre-production. We're going to get a nice tight shot real quick of the lower lip. Notice how there's two holes, and they're two different sizes. That's because one hole is used where that pink piece of plastic, your color may vary, and the other one is going to be for the primary locking pin. Now, if we look at the back of Furby's very well-engineered mouth, we're going to have the tongue, which also sits pretty much, come on you, my hands are being stupid today. Right, see how that just pretty much, let me try to focus here. Come on. That pretty much just sits in place. So that way, every time you put pressure on the tongue, right, this acts as a lever, which winds up pushing on the switch that's right in the front. And the top of this, if you notice, has a tiny spring. And that tiny spring aligns with that nightmarish nose right over there. So that'll be our final piece to install. So that's what kind of gives Furby that up and down motion. So first thing we're going to do is we are going to take the lower lip and attach it to the mechanism. And it should just, there you go. It pretty much slid right in, okay? I didn't have to use any tools. It wants to sit in there. The other hole is clearly too small, and if you try to force it to fit, well, not gonna make any smart-ass comments. I'm getting flagged by YouTube enough. So, alright, so now we just want his tongue to sit in properly. Right? Now, I'll try to get in a close-in shot. Oh, I only have two hands. I'm still trying to grow that mutant third arm, sorry. Let's get into focus here. So now you can see how the cam in the jaw operates the mouth, how the tongue depresses the switch sensor, and how that little linchpin guy puts everything together. In fact, now I think I've just forced Furby's mouth into the permanent open position. That's going to make things a little bit more difficult, but luckily the spring is still attached. Don't lose that spring. We just place this in like so. We're going to take our little linchpin, put it into our jaw. Now, I'll try to get a close-up shot of this in a moment. Let me see if I can get it now. Now would be a better time, but I'm literally holding his whole face together. Okay, let me see if I can get this. Notice how there's a bit of knurling? Like one end looks like it was kind of crushed or rolled underneath something. That's the end you do not want to shove through Furby's jaw. That is the stop point. So this should just slide straight through. Just give it a little bit of a wiggle. I'm trying to do this on camera, so you always know everything's gonna go utterly wrong. If his mouth was in the closed position, it'd slide straight through. Oh shit, I'm not even on camera, sorry. This is really hard to... Come on, you. Oh, it was his tongue. It's the tongue got in the way. Now we just gotta... It's not, like I said, it's not difficult, but it sure as hell is a pain in the ass. There we go. Slid right through, and then you can just, if you wanted to, you can come in with, some kind of tool, and, there it goes. Basically just slides straight on through. Now, if we were to... Oh, wait, that battery fell on my floor. Oh, there's another one. Ooh, let's hook up some sensors. Pretty sure those are like the tail sensors and stuff. All right, let's see if this guy's still alive. I don't know. There's something wrong with him, so. Doing our sensor check. Come on, wake up, you. Oh, yeah. You know what I didn't do? I forgot to plug his speaker back in. This personality that preloads on this guy is just so damned annoying. I decided to mute him. Whoopsie doodles. Let's try this again. All right. That thing, he's working, but there's a problem with his speaker where it just crackles. There he goes. Come on. Why are you doing that? Why isn't your face working now? Oh, well, he's alive. But 50% of the time I get motor animations, 50% of the time I do not. Hey, I wonder what this wire does. I already know it. I already know what that wire does. It's for the backlight. Now I'm at 50%. And now he died. I don't know why. That's what's wrong with this Furby. Let's figure out why.